Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I want to give an update on Near Protocol. It's a pretty popular coin. And by the way, if you just land here, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to go over it, made a couple changes to Near Protocol based on trend lines here that I think that it's doing on the move that Near Protocol could be making up here to these areas. I'm going to research it, but to give the overall for people I've done it, if you look or haven't seen it, I'm going to go to the weekly chart, and it's hard to suss out anything with Near Protocol on the weekly. Highest peak right there on the weekly, and then a peak there, a motive wave there, and then there's a wave in there. So the weekly doesn't help too much with Near Protocol, except for that this corrective move that it came down to is the deepest it's been on the weekly. So that's a good signal. It's deeper than that correction too. So you can see the pattern: blast, correct, blast, correct. So in my estimate, there's a good probability that it could be warming up for blast and then correct. Same pattern. 3-day chart, you get a little bit more data with Near Protocol. You can see that here's the highest peak wave with most momentum. So up here, blast, correct, and then another one here, blast with a little 5-wave. There's a 5-wave impulse in there, guys. So it's a 3-wave swing. Boom, boom. 3-wave swing back down, and same pattern. If you see, same pattern in the RSI. Blast, correct. Blast, correct, blast, correct. So more than likely it'd be blast, correct, blast, correct, blast, correct. Just my estimate. What I think could be going on. Near Protocol likes to do flats. 3-wave move, 3-wave move, boom, 5. Over here too, 3, 3, 5, and then a flat right there. So Near Protocol likes flats. They take up flats. Usually can take more time than like zigzag moves, more likely. So it's taking up time. Go to the daily chart. I don't know why my trend is. I go into the daily chart on CoinTrader Pro, and I use CoinTrader Pro. Just FYI for your information, I let you guys know, to get all the data for the smaller altcoins, you have to use CoinTrader Pro, in my opinion. Like, there's some on TradingView, that they have like half the data, part of the data, and the only one that's been reliable for me is CoinTrader Pro. If anybody knows of another one, it's for the smaller assets. Now, Bitcoin TradingView is good, and all those other bigger assets, but smaller coins, they'll just TradingView would like start right here, on July, and you'd be missing all that. So here's the deal. Let me put this trend on here since I'm missing it, just like so. Okay, for Near Protocol. Now, the question is that done? I went through the sequence. Let me go to the 12-hour. I went through this sequence: 3, 3, 5. Okay. Now, to me, the sequence is done. I've gone through the sequence and it finished it. Okay. Now I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure that it's done. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. They finished it off with that extended 5th wave. So here's the deal with Near Protocol. It's in the, it looks like my other trend came back. What's up with this? Here's the deal with Near Protocol. It's like all the other cryptos. It's in here in La La Land. Trying to suss this out and put it together. So I'm looking at it, studying the chart, going, okay, what is it doing? Is it trying to make a diagonal? Is it just in there playing? Is it 1, 2, 1, 2s? Is it getting ready to rocket out of there? I think that it's just making the base. That's what I think. I think it's making a base in some sort of diagonal type move, possibly. So I'm going to just go out there and I'm going to wing it and use some speculation on my part. Okay. So here's a 3-wave move, and we got a 3-wave move down. We got touches on this trend. I got 3 touches on a trend. So I'm going to use these trend lines. Trend lines, I think, are vitally important in assets that are on charts, especially when you have 3, 4, 5. You just get more and more touches. They become a pretty strong trend line, in my opinion. So 3-wave move down for a 2, and then a move here for the 3 with some divergence. Okay. So this right here, if I was to say that this was going to be something, more than likely with Near Protocol, I measured these waves. So this wave, it's an expanding diagonal. You check that wave, it's 51%. You check a wave right here, it is going to be 55%. So somewhere over here, you're going to need a bigger wave for this to be legit of at least, 56%. And then the fourth wave is going to need to be bigger than this wave if it's going to be a diagonal. So if I was to say it's going to do something, it would be kind of like A, B, back down for C, like that, okay? They come back down here. So Bitcoin, in my estimate, and Ethereum and other markets, and maybe go up there too. It could go up there and touch the trend line. It's going to do a correction to bring near protocol back down here to that trend line, okay? And so then near protocol can have a 1, 2, a 3. Here's this big 4, which needs to be bigger than the 2, and then back up on a 5. So near protocol could be in this area for the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, or something like that. And it's making this motive wave possibly for a 1 and then back down for a 2, like that, probably touch the trend again and then work its way back up. So that's the only thing that I find that with near protocol that's reasonable to me that could happen. Okay, so as far as a bearish count, it would be just making some WXYs. It would be a complex correction in there, making 3-wave moves, and it's a WXY, and it will end, and then it will end up here, and then it'll correct. So is that possible? Let's see. This is what the move would be. So here's your 3-wave swing, like this. Let's see if it would be reasonable. Here's your 3-wave swing for a W. This would be your X wave or connector wave, and it'll swing back down for like a Y. Okay? Would it be reasonable based off this data down here in the RSI? It could be. You can't rule that out, where it would be making even a bigger expanding diagonal. It would come up and swing back down to swing back up onto some massive 5th wave over here. You can't rule that out. Can't rule that out. But based off the RSI data, I mean, so far so good, in my opinion, with it. I would just wait and see, guys. I mean, I would not do anything. There's no sense in doing anything right now with near protocol. Now, the super bullish count would be somehow if you want to get in here 1, 2, 1, 2 like that. I don't agree with that just because of this 3-wave swing. This needs to be an impulse for that, guys, in my opinion. Could be wrong, but it could be a diagonal type move. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then it's making another 1, 2. But that's pretty, in my opinion, be wishful thinking. I would just let it suss itself out. It's probably a base over here. What does it normally do? So it just dropped and rocketed out of there. Yeah, it just rocketed out of there. So it has a history of just, near protocol has a history of just rocketing out of there, guys. So in this situation, probably because of the uncertainty in the market, and it's just building a base in here, in my opinion, and then eventually it could be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, who knows, 6 weeks, and then eventually, boom, it just rockets out of there. The overall big picture for me on something, a move like this, if it does perhaps do this, would be, your 1, 2, your 3, 4, 5. And this 5 can be a throw over. Like this 3, this can easily throw over like this, depending on how bullish you get. So, hit the trend. I got touch there, touch support right there, touch, 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 touch. So 30 and as high as, a throw over 50s, 60s, and maybe even high as $70, guys, depending on how bullish it gets. All right, guys, that's the end of my video with Near Protocol. If you made it all the way to the end, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.